I made a video last night about all the voting fraud that's going on around the United States and how angry it was making me that Ron Paul was getting cheated out of all of his votes. And instead of posting it last night, I went to bed. And this morning when I woke up, I kind of had a different outlook about it. You know, he must have a lot of supporters and a whole lot of people that want him in there if they are going to this extreme to make sure that they're cheating in every single state. And there's very, very few states that I have not heard a report of vote fraud from. And he must have a really great following if they're so concerned that they're going to that kind of an extreme to make sure he doesn't get his votes. So I'm real hopeful that he's going to pull out a lot of delegates from those caucus states. And I wish we could do something about the black boxes. It's a crime and a shame that they know that there's voting fraud going on with the black boxes, and they don't do anything to stop it. And now they're putting Putin in the spotlight and saying that he's a tyrant and a dictator and all these rotten things about him, when he spent millions of dollars getting video cameras so that he could live stream every single voting place, so that when the count was going on, everybody could tune in and watch. How wonderful is that? Maybe he should give our government a call and talk to them about it. And another interesting thing I found out, I was running Ron Paul's name with vote fraud, and of course pages and pages and pages of things came up with all kinds of voting fraud. And just for the fun of it, I ran Santorum's name with vote fraud, and well, the only thing that came up was the first state in Iowa, where he all of a sudden jumped out of nowhere and tied. And then I ran Romney's name with vote fraud, and the only thing that came back is that he's committed vote fraud. Really funny stuff. You might want to run a search on that. He in two different instances. One, he was voting for, I don't know, some government official that he wanted in there, and claiming that he lived in the basement of his son's multi-million-dollar mansion. And at the same time, he owned multi-million-dollar homes, one in New Hampshire and one in California. But yet he claimed that he lived in the basement of his son's mansion. Because he had to be in that state in order to vote. So, and the big one was Massachusetts, when he ran. When he ran in Massachusetts, they're supposed to live in that state for 7 years in order to be eligible. And he had lived in Utah for 6 of those 7 years, and only in Massachusetts for a year. And somehow he managed to buy his way out of that one by paying the difference on the taxes between what he would have paid in Utah and what he would have paid in Massachusetts, or something like that. I heard Rachel Maddow talking about it, and it's incredible that he was able to buy his way out of that. He really wasn't even qualified to be running in that state, and now whatever. And then Gingrich, he had committed vote fraud too. So run a search on vote fraud and Gingrich's name and Romney, and you'll see what I'm talking about. What a joke.